We're learning something huge here. Brother, we put a program together, nobody showed up. Only 5 people showed up. It was such a failure. The whole program was a failure. 5 people. We put this whole program together. We threw out flyers. We made announcements. We stuck things in people's cars. We harassed people. We sent text messages that everybody hated. We flooded people's Facebook pages, and 5 people showed up at our program. What a total failure. Actually, you made all that effort not for the numbers to attend a program. You made all that effort as an act of worship to Allah. So it's already success. It's already success. If there's nobody in the hall, it's still a success, because you just put work in for Allah. You tried to do something from Aqimuddin. You tried to do that. That was for Allah. Nothing else should depress you. There's no reason for you to get depressed. Even the messenger is told, "La tahzan alayhim." Don't grieve over them. Don't worry about them. You just do your job. ذَكِّرْ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُذَكِّرْ. You just keep reminding. Your job is just to remind. The kinds of things he has to hear, and he has this attitude, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what these people say. I just have to do my job. That's what Allah is telling me. This is the mentality of a worker for Islam. No matter what capacity, whether even you're a volunteer that helps put the tables together or helps vacuum the masjid before Jumu'ah, whatever capacity you help in, your mentality is whatever I'm doing, first of all, is worthy to Allah. It's worth something. And I brought up the guy who vacuums the masjid on purpose. There was this old woman that used to sweep al-Masjid al-Nabawi, radiyallahu anha. Nobody knew her name. Nobody knew her name. And when one day she mysteriously disappeared and word got out that she died, and the Prophet ﷺ was asking about her, where'd she go? Where'd she go? And he cried for her, ﷺ. And he made dua for her, and he praised her. Nobody attended her halaqat. She didn't do any glorious work. Nobody even knew her name. People didn't even know her name. And she is so successful that the Messenger of Allah ﷺ misses her presence. And he makes dua for her. Never think that what you're doing for deen is less. Oh, so you're not the president of the organization? No, what's the point then? I'm just a volunteer. I'm just the secretary of the MSA. What's that? That's nothing. Just think of that lady that swept the masjid. Just think of that. We're not here to gain ranks in organizations. We are here to serve deen. We're here to serve Allah Azza wa Jal. We're not like Iblis. If he doesn't get a rank, he gets upset. We're not like that. We don't care about ranks in organizations. They're just titles. They will come and they will go. Who's the president of the masjid? Who's the imam? Who's the president of the MSA? Who's the head of this program? Who's in charge of this? Who's the main speaker? Who's the second speaker? Who's the MC? None of this stuff matters. None of this stuff matters. At the end of the day, if we're all sincerely serving Allah, the guy standing behind the microphone and the guy sitting on, and doing work and helping put the program together, you don't even know who Allah is rewarding them more. Sometimes you have an Islamic convention and there's thousands of people coming to listen to a speaker. Everything's mashallah, the speaker did such a great job. The speaker didn't do anything. He got flown in, he stayed in a hotel, and he talked for 20 minutes. He didn't do anything. You know who did all the work? Those guys that you just push over when to get into the hall. They're the ones who stayed up all night. They're the ones who booked, made sure of all the arrangements that would happen. Nobody even cared. Nobody even knows their name. Nobody knows. They don't come up on stage and say, "By the way, you're welcome." They don't do that. But Allah recognizes them. Allah Azza wa Jal recognizes them, and that's enough. That's enough for them. This is the attitude of a worker of deen. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us of those who work towards establishing Allah's deen in whatever capacity. Inshallah ta'ala, hopefully, I hope to finish at least this passage with you guys next week.